Hey, how you doing? Today I'm gonna be playing Genshin Impact, cause that's all I play, other than The Sims, of course. But yeah, today I'll be playing Genshin Impact. Oh, I'm so sad I took the flowers from here. Here we are.
Ah, children, come. My old friends and I have been putting our heads together to think of what sort of gift we might give you in return.
A gift, Paimon?
No, for me, Paimon.
When you traversed my old teapot in search of the cleansing bell, I heard your little friend mention that you often camp out in the wilds. That simply won't do. Goodness knows if that child will succeed in finding these items.
Who?
Since you're an Adeptus, Granny, the person you asked for help, they must be an Adeptus too, right?
If they can find those things, probably she.
I suppose she does count as an Adeptus.
Ganyu?
She counts?
A fair few of my old friends are rather fond of mundane mortal life, after all.
Zhongli.
I'm back, Granny. I don't believe we've met.
This child here is yanfei.
Yanfei.
She's the one helping run some errands for me.
Not Ganyu. Ganyu, I think, is the only other Adeptus, half Adeptus that I've met thus far. Other than Xiao. Xiao is a Yaksha, not an Adept. Wait, I'm getting lost. Okay, let me just continue so that I don't proceed to embarrass myself.
Yanfei, I believe you've already
Yanfei.
heard of the traveler and her traveling companion.
Look at Paimon. Look at Same Paimon.
And made contact with the Fatui.
That's me, alright.
What a shame. A shame that we didn't meet sooner.
He is an Adeptus and also a Yaksha. I think I take way too long of breaks when it comes to the story of the game. So I'm losing a lot of memory.
Hold on a moment.
Oh,
Let me
that's
have a look.
animation. Look at those things
Snezhnaya?
on her hands.
You want to join me?
Yes.
I suppose that's no problem. The last time we met, you mentioned that you were looking to source some Smaragdus jadeite to make hairpins.
Well, yes, as a matter of fact, in
Everyone
the
from
end I did
Snezhnaya is,
acquire a
like,
small
sus.
piece.
That's racist.
The contract makes it quite clear that if she loses or damages the item in question, she must compensate me for its full original value.
Which I'm assuming is extremely
In
expensive.
return, with a penalty of 10 times the item's value payable by me to Miss Jiqiao in the event that it is shown to be a fake.
Oh, whatever shall I do?
We understand from
child,
Mr. Krosl that you recently rented a pair of hairpins from him.
I've lost them. And I hadn't even worn them yet.
They were stolen.
My family is in the ore business too. But business has been suffering ever since the chasm was sealed off.
Guess what? It's not anymore.
Why does Paimon have a sudden strong sense of deja vu?
Maybe because this is the part where we say we can help.
I fear that the final amount of compensation may end up being significantly higher as a result.
Even higher. Oh no.
She's gonna faint.
Jiqiao looks like she's about to faint.
Yeah.
I have some
Sussy.
questions about the hairpins. When you first touched the hairpins, what did you feel?
Perfectly smooth to the touch, like the finest quality jade.
He's from Snezhnaya. You cannot trust them. They have Fatui there. Jiqiao relates the loss of the hairpins to Krosl.
You lost them? Are you serious?
Maybe he
sorry.
was sold
I'm
some
sorry.
fake ones, and he thinks it's
More?
real, but it's not.
Since Miss Yanfei
He's
is here,
angry.
I suppose we can just have her estimate the amount that needs to be paid.
I'll need to do a little market research. It was in fact genuine Smaragdus jadeite inlaid into the hairpins, correct?
Of course he'd say yeah.
Of course! Genuine article guaranteed, or I pay back 10 times the value. She'd better pay every last mora that they're worth.
It's like I'll have
Okay.
to find some.
Who's talking like that?
Are you here to tell me how much I owe?
Talk about is, there is a chance that the ore inlaid on those hairpins may not be Smaragdus jadeite after all. I'm no adventurer. I don't run thankless, time-consuming errands for a living. Let's
Okay.
just say
Thanks.
Smaragdus jadeite contains very concentrated elemental energy.
Okay.
If mere mortals come into contact with it, they'll be sick in the best case. In the worst case, a dramatic change of personality. It most certainly would not be smooth to the touch. Mr. Chow, did you at any time feel unwell while the hairpins were in your possession?
Not at all.
They fake.
Not even the slightest bit unwell.
So she was
Now that,
scammed.
if we were to confront him now, there's no way
True.
he would admit to it.
She's a lawyer. What do you think?
Perhaps you could help me, Miss Yanfei.
Could I ask you to please sign this contract? Everything prior to now has just been pro bono advice, but for me to investigate any further, I require a written contract.
She's a professional.
Anywhere commission. Ink pad to make a handprint over here.
Why are you helping me?
I'm currently trying to acquire some Smaragdus jadeite myself. Perhaps he has, in fact, secured some.
But didn't actually sell them to you.
Let's pay a visit to Chateau. He's a professional when it comes to working with stone and ore.
I was gonna say the chubby guy who has all the, what do you call them? Those yellow rocks. I forgot what they're called, but yeah, this guy. Hi, Mom.
Come and see these rare and precious curios.
I can hear him from all the way over here.
Welcome to it's you, Miss Yanfei.
Are you okay, dude? I thought he was a scammer too at some
No,
point.
nothing of the sort.
He brought me a piece of ore, claiming that it was Smaragdus jadeite. That was the first time I'd ever encountered it, so I had no way of telling if it was really Smaragdus jadeite or not. I processed the ore as per his request.
Okay, Chateau.
Do you have any leftover debris from your work on it?
It was my first time encountering this ore, after all, so I kept a few loose shavings to study myself later. They're right over there, in fact.
Fruity.
These are Smaragdus nephrite shavings. It's not particularly rare.
We have a weapon that has that in it. Twin nephrite.
Smaragdus nephrite is an entirely ordinary ore, containing no elemental energy whatsoever.
Where's Yanfei? Hello? She's talking. I want to see her.
So, did you find anything?
No. The dog meme. I know what you are. Why do I still have Godwin's letter? A love letter from Godwin to Glory detailing their love and the intimate things they did, which would make any reader blush. However, only the last part is somewhat memorable.
Forgive me for asking again, Miss Yanfei.
Miss
Might I know the
Yanfei.
nature?
We believe it's fake.
On the contrary,
Yeah.
this is far from
I
sufficient
was
to build a
gonna say.
case. We need to find something a little more compelling.
Super hardcore, undeniable evidence.
Inadmissible evidence! If you want to make jewelry, you need a professional jewelsmith. Let me think.
I was like, oh, why did you go into idle animation?
Got it! Singxi. She often helps people to find a
Singxi.
jewelsmith. Let's go pay her a visit.
Okay.
Knowing the law inside out is a legal advisor's bread and butter, you know?
Is this how Adepti becomes so adept at everything? Oh my god, why is Traveler a dumbass? Sorry, just the dialogue they give Lumine or Aether. Oh no, I just want to get a house, dude. Alrani, she's, I think, from Sumeru. She's dressed the exact same way as the other NPC that we're helping
Have
out.
no
He came to me with a chunk of something he called Smaragdus jadeite. The design of the hairpins that he gave me was quite intricate.
I believe we have almost all the evidence we need. Let's go to Boo Boo Pharmacy to speak with Dr. Baiju.
We met him before.
The weirdo
Traveler.
with the snake
Yes.
around his neck?
Only he can provide an authoritative statement confirming that Smaragdus jadeite is harmful to the human body. Once we have this final piece of evidence in our hands,
Trust the doctor.
we can wrap this case up.
The cheering sounds like someone's in the room with me. Yikers! Oh my god, there he is. Is he a playable character, by the way? No, because we don't have Dendro.
Peddling ineffectual
I'm here this time to ask if you're familiar with Smaragdus jadeite.
Why, yes, there is
I like his
some
eyes.
information about it included in the 6th commentary on the 7 mountain treatises. This substance springs forth from stone marrow within the mountains and will bring disaster to any mere mortals who touch it. If someone without a vision is in contact with it for a prolonged
Wait.
period, best case scenario, they fall ill. Worst case scenario, they'll suffer great changes in personality and their illness will only ever get worse.
That is so scary. Imagine just getting a rock. It's making you sick and changing your personality, and you probably don't even realize it because it's a freaking rock. Forgot how long it took to have Teapot. I thought it would just be like, oh, okay, I have a house, thank you, bye. But okay, I guess I'm going through all the motions. I think maybe when the players are introduced to Dendro, maybe we'll be able to like wish for him. Maybe. I'm assuming. Wishful thinking.
Anyway, time for a house call. I would mention, though, that you are not the only one who's developed a curiosity for Smaragdus jadeite recently. A Snezhnayan merchant came to ask me about it not long ago. After I gave him my reply, his expression shifted to one of remarkable disappointment.
Same Paimon.
If your pressing business might be related to
Nice
the
hair. Okay,
Snezhnayan
stop.
merchant?
No?
You needn't concern
Yeah.
yourself about that, Dr. Baiju.
That Baiju guy is as weird as ever.
He's right there, Paimon.
Or does it feel like he was fishing for something back there?
Of course he was. Ah,
Can't beat the
here
atmosphere
you are,
here
Mr. Angry
in
Dude.
Thailand.
Oh my god, he disappeared. The only other NPC who's fashionable in this game. Baiju? There aren't many NPCs that have vision, right? Most of the vision havers in the game, thus far, we've been able to play them or obtain them through wishes, right? I don't know, I'm not that far in the game. Yanfei, have you finished your investigation? I trust you will now be in position to assess the compensation due. This man is so confident.
I investigate. Mr. Krosl, you must pay Mr. Chow 10 times the original transaction price in Mora.
Surely there's been some kind of mistake, Miss Yanfei.
Not at all.
I demand to see your evidence.
Indeed. Traveler, please produce the evidence in question.
Okay.
This is a processing
I think we'll
record
just
from
go
the
in
Jade
order.
Mystery, along with stone samples and an affidavit signed by the business owner, Chateau.
Even the boss there couldn't differentiate between Smaragdus Jadeite and Smaragdus Nephrite. Smaragdus Nephrite is the outer layer of Smaragdus Jadeite. So I had him cut away the Nephrite. He returned the valuable Jadeite core to me, and some Nephrite samples remain in the store. What am I missing exactly?
Looks like our first piece of evidence didn't
Okay,
convince
yeah.
him at all.
I messed it
Hard
up.
evidence. Show him, Traveler.
That's embarrassing. I thought like we were gonna lay out all the evidence that we collected, but okay.
Oh, come on. I meant the backup copy of the
Oh my
document
God.
from the Ministry of Civil Affairs. The one we got from Xingxi of Mingxing Jewelry.
Okay.
This document proves that my hairpins are the real deal, doesn't it? This is the ministry's seal, after
is so
all.
embarrassing,
It
Yanfei,
shows
I'm
that
so
the ore
sorry.
inlaid on the pins is indeed Smaragdus Jadeite.
Second piece of evidence didn't work either.
You could be right. Perhaps the hairpins are the real deal after all.
Of course I'm right.
No!
All the evidence shown supports my story.
Because I do recall one final piece of evidence that we haven't revealed yet. Traveler, would you do the honors?
When I clicked this, she said it's wrong.
What's this?
I was supposed to go in order. Okay.
Sustained contact with Smaragdus Jadeite over a prolonged period will cause a mild malady. The patient may suffer a dramatic change of personality and fall seriously ill. Were you aware of these peculiar properties of Smaragdus Jadeite?
Smug Yanfei memes.
I had no idea.
Liar!
I will make sure that all the evidence presented here will be handed over to the ministry.
Wait, I knew.
But if you knew of Smaragdus Jadeite's dangerous properties beforehand,
The hairpins aren't actually.
aren't actually inlaid with genuine Smaragdus Jadeite, this means that you will have to pay Mr. Chow 10 times the original price in Mora.
I confess, the ore I had inlaid on those hairpins was Smaragdus Nephrite. But I'm a victim in all of this too. After receiving it and carrying it around for a few days, I started to feel extreme discomfort. How could I let all that money go to waste? I kept the real Smaragdus Jadeite in a specially made box. I daren't touch it again. If word got out that I sold a pair of fake hairpins, then my days in this line of business would be over.
Maybe you should have thought of that before scamming someone.
Alright, according to the contract, you must pay Mr. Chow 10 times the original price in Mora, and that is final.
10 times?
20% of that sum will go to me.
That's as much as I spent on that Smaragdus Jadeite!
There's no need. It's fine. You don't have to pay me that much, Mora.
Wow, she's nice.
Why don't you give it to me instead? I'll consider us even.
All right then.
I'll turn the Smaragdus Jadeite over to you.
Have you and Mr. Krosl come to an understanding?
Yes, I believe we have.
I hate that her pearl necklace is like painted on.
It seems that my client has no further claims against you.
Mr. Krosl, I'd like to talk business for a second if I may. If we could join forces, your jewelry designs and our choice ores, I think we could do some fine business between us.
I want to see the pins. Oh.
Well, that's that. And we've got the Smaragdus
All of
Jadeite that
that.
Granny wants too. All's well that ends well, eh?
Like even his jacket, you could tell it's supposed to have like this big fluffy lapels. And even his sleeves, they're supposed to be like big and fluffy, but it is not.
You took part in that battle, didn't you?
Yes!
In which case, you would have heard what Granny said.
I wanted to see Yanfei there. Oh my god, look at her hand.
Well, since we got what we
I'm
came
not
for,
joking.
it's time
Okay.
to pay Granny a visit. I bet she's been on tenterhooks for a while now.
Let's go get my house! It looks like a Loctoculus. Stone known as Smaragdus Jadeite. What will Madam Ping use it for? Doesn't it look like Noctilucus? Is that how you pronounce it? Noctilucus. I was trying to remember how Zhongli was saying it. Hello. Here I am. Rock you like a hurricane.
You've returned. How did it go? Were you able to find the Smaragdus Jadeite?
We were. Thanks to Yanfei.
I'll get going now. Got a ton of clients waiting for me back at the office. I'm off then. Bye! Oh yes, Traveler. If you should ever bump into any trouble with the law, come find me directly.
I believe that I still owe you a little gift.
Yes, my house.
It shan't take long at all. Wait here for a moment.
Okay. Madam Ping begins to construct the gift.
There we go. This Serenity Pot is all yours now.
Yay! I have a home!
If you were to drop it, oh goodness.
Is that possible?
Who knows what might happen?
Yes! Thanks,
Wait
Granny.
a minute, Granny. How exactly are we supposed to use this teapot?
I've already arranged for a certain little helper to await you within this teapot.
I think I know it.
She will explain everything you need to know about it.
I've seen photos. It's like a cat or something. I don't know what it is. I don't remember. I have a home. Click to place Serenity Pot. Let's see.
Of your personal safety.
Oh! Wow, it's just floating there. I love it. I love that it's just floating there. Oh, please select a realm layout. Can I change it ever? An island cluster suspended in midair, a typical feature of many Adepti realms. Yep, exactly. A boundless world featuring nothing besides a cluster of islands. I like this one. Emerald Peak, a cloud-piercing mountain peak. Well, that's how it looks at least, but being inside a teapot and all, the highest mountain probably reaches no higher than a stalk of a tea leaf. A cool island cluster surrounded by water. One wonders how many cups of tea can be brewed in this vast ocean. And then this one that I didn't unlock yet. Look at the art. It's so beautiful. This island has a unique charm that comes from its overlapping patchwork of mountains and waters, and from the elegant scent of tea that wafts through the air. I think I'll choose this one, no? Yeah, you can change it, but when you reach a certain thing related to the teapot. I'm assuming a certain like level. Do you wish to set the realm layout? Yes. 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 Yay! I have a house! I can sleep in here instead of...
Wow! This teapot seems
there it
even
is.
bigger inside than Madame Ping's! There's even a great big house in the middle too! But there's just a whole load of nothing around it.
Get chiseling, Paimon. You could carve us a whole house out of this rock.
Paimon can't do that! Well, you're the one with the sword anyway! You do it! What is that?
Penguin. Realm Sans Frontiers. Oh, I'm so confused. Oh my god, a cat! I think I'll do this all off camera. Oh my god, so excited! By the way, what's this hand over here? Complete a teapot to call home to unlock. Okay. Thank you so much for watching me. I really appreciate it. Thank you for your commentary and for your help. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye!
서두르자. 날 따라와. 서두르자.
Okay.